Welcome to the WBC Arena, and what an atmosphere we have here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
Time for our tail of the tape. Sugar Ray Leonard. He's 175 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. And his opponent, it's Sean Showtime Porter. He weighed in at 66.7 kilos, 170 centimeters tall, with a reach of 177.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. This is one of those classic.
Sugar Ray Leonard. He, of course, won world titles in 5 different weight classes, including the undisputed welterweight title. His hometown is Wilmington, North Carolina. Showtime, Sean.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Palmer Park, Maryland, a legend of the sport, the 5-division champion of the world, Sugar Ray Leonard. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Northeast Ohio, here is a welterweight champion of the world, Showtime, Sean Porter.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
If you know you can fight, you don't need a crowd, you don't need anything apart from that opponent in the opposite corner.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Swing and a miss with that hook. Nice hook. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
We wanted action, and they are delivering. Back and forth they go. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Counterpuncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
You don't want to trade shots. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. The face is telling the story from that jab. Oh, and the right hook clipped him clean. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If you keep this same kind of pace up.
Good work. That's it.
Here we go. It's round 2. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you start thinking, you just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
You'd like to see more jabs. Just misses with that uppercut. Catch and shoot. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a tusk. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
And he lands a big right hand. Nice idea with the hook, but that's blocked. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be...
Good work.
Let's get it started in round 3. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Lucky that hook didn't score. Do you believe what we're seeing? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Don't get trigger happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. How about that time counter shot? I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Just missed with that jab. They're both trying for a knockout. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's see about Sugar Ray in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
I need you to win this round. Get your mind back.
Yes, I like that round. Good, you feel good? Good man.
Be smart. Just get your shots up.
Back at it in round 4. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Jab does not score. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have the quick burst. Boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. The straight right just misses. Caution being thrown to the wind. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round.
Get out there.
That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man.
So just start gathering your pace and win this round.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Both men step back for just a moment. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Both men step back for just a moment. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The straight right just misses. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
He blocks the hook. Insane action. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on the fight to get out there and get the job done.
Focus.
Much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not in your league.
The jab's working nice. Goes 1-2 straight down. No, you can't miss him.
This round. You got complacent. The fight's not over yet. You've got to go out there and win this round. You had everything in the bag, and now you've let him back into it.
Go up here, and he'll start tiring out. Just stay focused.
You're much better. He's not in your league. Come on, switch on.
The jab's working nice.
This is the beginning of round 6. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
You'd like to see more jabs. Couldn't land that jab. The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Couldn't land that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Go out there and win this next round.
God, he's absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go. But you've got
Wait, go out in the first minute, stick him on the end of a jab, and then start gathering your pace and win this round back. Take away that confidence. Stop him in his tracks. I need you.
Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense and then
Back out there and win the round. Get out there and
the end of his jab. Get me timing already. The right hand's beautiful. That's it.
there. Get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you
Can't figure it out. Great one. Now, I don't want you to
Unfortunately,
load
this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather right back into the action.
He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go. But you've got to be smart.
Here comes round 7. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Right hook just missed. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Gotta let let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. The straight right just misses. Missed with that jab. Nice counter shot. That's another scoring shot. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think it's...
You don't want to lose this foot, do you?
And they're back at it again here in round 8. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Nice counter shot. Is he going to punch himself out, though? That counter shot lands. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Stamina is off the charts. Missing with that right hook. That hook just can't find the target. Sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times. Leonard took a big shot and down he goes. A big headshot and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurted. And
it's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Stick him on the...
Great round, great round. Now, relax, relax. Just the same again.
Take away that confidence. Stop him in his tracks. I need you...
Here, and he'll start to...
Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
His stamina is off the charts. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. The jab not finding its target. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
That one will count. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Swing and a miss with the hook. Good counter punching. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use blood.
I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
Talk about Sean Porter in that last round. They say no one knows a fighter better than their trainer, and this trainer is certainly considering maybe throwing in the towel after their fighter got dropped twice.
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
Boxing back together. Come on, let him back into the...
The jab's working nice. There's 1-2 straight down the middle.
Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together and put it back on him in this round.
This is the 10th. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Straight right just misses. So, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. They got out of the way of that right hook. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. His stamina is off the charts. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Well done with that counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Leonard in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape. Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me, personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. The straight right just misses. He just misses with that jab. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What do you see?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him. Frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
That punch has been his best weapon all fight long. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. When are we going to see a jab from these two? We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
This is when you talk about championship material.
Forget about that.
Good work. That's it.
There's the bell for round 12. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Incredible work rate. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good counter punch. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
It's all offense all the time. Nice counter. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Throws the uppercut but misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. The judges have spoken a unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.